Cloud headquarters, Khloé speaking. CEO.
Oh, that's for me. Give me.
There is something almost theatrical about the way the Kardashian-Jenner family moves through the world, as though every birthday, every holiday, every casual afternoon in someone's backyard has been quietly arranged to remind the rest of the planet that this family lives at a frequency most people can only observe from a distance. And this Easter weekend was no exception, because when Khloé Kardashian dropped a new set of family photographs that had the internet stopping mid-scroll, nobody was entirely surprised, and yet somehow everybody was. The photos arrived the way the best ones always do within this family, without warning, without a formal announcement, just a sudden cascade of images that landed on millions of screens at once and immediately rewired the conversation. Because what Khloé gave the world was not just a cute holiday snapshot but something far more rare and far more charged, a genuine, unguarded moment of togetherness that cut straight through the noise and reminded people why they started following this family in the first place. All 5 Kardashian-Jenner sisters, Kourtney, Kim, Khloé, Kendall and Kylie, appeared together in a single frame during their Easter celebrations at Kris Jenner's home, and the internet immediately lost its composure. Fans who have tracked this family for years understood the significance immediately, because getting all 5 of these women in the same room is one thing, but capturing them together in a photograph, genuinely present and smiling rather than performing presence, is something else entirely. And Khloé captioned the image simply with the word sisters, while Kourtney quipped in the comments, "Say Kris Jenner." That kind of lightness, that easy shorthand between siblings who have weathered more than most families survive, was what made the image hit differently than a regular celebrity photograph, and fans responded in kind, flooding the comments with reactions that ranged from reverent to completely unhinged, with one writing, "This is my Mount Rushmore," and another declaring they were printing a wallet-sized copy and keeping it forever. But the 5-sister reunion was only the beginning of what made Khloé's Easter content so arresting, because nestled within the larger celebration were the family snaps that always do the real emotional work, the photographs of the children, and this time the children delivered something that stopped people cold. Khloé had fans seeing double when she shared photos from the holiday that included her nieces Dream Kardashian and Chicago West, who proved so strikingly similar in appearance that the cousins looked virtually like twins, both dressed in matching pink Care Bear shirts, denim shorts and white sneakers, with their curly brown hair worn identically down to their shoulders. The resemblance between these two girls, one the daughter of Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna, the other the daughter of Kim and Kanye West, has always been a talking point within the family, but side by side in Easter weekend light they looked less like cousins and more like proof that Kardashian DNA operates on its own separate visual logic, a closed genetic loop that keeps producing the same cheekbones, the same eyes, the same particular quality of presence that photographs love. Khloé's own children were there too, with daughter True, 7 and son Tatum, 4 joining the gathering alongside Kim's children North, Saint, Chicago and Psalm, and Kylie's children Stormi and Air, and Kourtney and Travis Barker's son Rocky. What Kris Jenner had assembled under one roof was not merely a family Easter party, but a living portrait of a dynasty in full expansion. A second generation so large and so visually commanding that they have begun to generate their own gravitational field. The celebration itself was characteristically over the top, with a buffet stretching across 2 full tables that included steak, sushi, fried rice, chow mein, egg rolls, a bright blue robin's egg cake and tulip-shaped cookies. But even in the midst of all that abundance, it was the photographs Khloé chose to share that carried the real weight, the ones that showed children tumbling into each other in the way only cousins do, the ones that made the family feel real rather than produced, and it was precisely that quality of realness that had fans spinning the images across every platform and dissecting them frame by frame. Meanwhile, hovering just at the edge of all this warm family imagery, throwing its own considerable heat into the conversation, was the news that had already been building for days around a certain member of the family who was not photographed at Easter with the same quiet domesticity as her sisters, because Kendall Jenner had her own story unfolding in parallel, and it was a story the internet had decided it was going to tell loudly whether she participated or not. Reports confirmed that Kendall and actor Jacob Elordi have been quietly spending time together over the past several months, with a source telling people that the two have been getting to know each other in a deliberately low-profile way. Insiders suggested the connection dates back to as early as February, with both having spent significant time in Los Angeles over recent months, giving them space to develop something away from the usual glare. The timing of the confirmation landing alongside Khloé's Easter family content created an involuntary collision of two very different Kardashian-Jenner energy frequencies. One warm and domestic and rooted, the other cool and electric and unresolved, and together they produce the kind of cultural moment that reminds you why this family has held the public's attention across decades rather than seasons. What made the Kendall and Elordi story particularly irresistible was the detail, reported by multiple outlets, that Kylie Jenner may have played a role in bringing the two together, with sources suggesting she pushed for the connection despite the fact that Kendall and Elordi had already known each other and moved in the same circles for years. Witnesses at Coachella placed the pair close together at Justin Bieber's after-party following his headline set, with both Kylie and Timothée Chalamet reportedly nearby. Kendall, who has always treated her romantic life as a private territory she defends with genuine discipline, has not confirmed anything, but the absence of a denial from someone this practiced at silence reads as its own kind of statement. What all of this amounts to, when you pull back and look at it as a single frame, is a family in the extraordinary position of being simultaneously everywhere and impossible to fully see. Khloé at the center of it all with her children and her cousins and her Easter table and her five-sister photograph, and Kendall at the edges, half visible, half in shadow, doing what she has always done best,
Her friends got to
which
have
is
today.
making the world lean
And
in just
so
a
in
little
honor
bit
of True's
further.
birthday,